Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm here. I have arrived. It's Wednesday. I didn't screw that one up. Thank you, everyone. Great to see you all again. Hello. Oh, can you also pull up the other chat? What's going on, Clarkatron? Quad Tomato N. Ponifortor. Ponifortor? Sure, yep, that's it. Sarcastic Grandpa, Vector, Oak Ren, Anakin Skyhumper. What's up? I am back. I've arrived. And it's a nice, delightful solo day. Flapjack Nickelsack. Hello, sir. Nicholas, what's up? Howdy. All you've got is a baby J today on stream. Bye, Christopher. Thank you for your help. It's good to be back. Nice and refreshed. Had a nice little long weekend. Got to sleep in a bunch. It was great. Cleaned up my apartment. Greater. Got a lot of hobbying and fun stuff done. It's a good weekend. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend and a wonderful start to your week. I know getting in about halfway through the beginning of your guys' week. So hello. And good morning. I can say that here because Jason's not here. Jason, hopefully, maybe will be here today. What's up, D-Fresh? Jason is currently busy in a meeting. But we hope that he will be available at some point here in the near-ish future to potentially come join us. In the interim, y'all know I'll be working on this guy. I think I'm going to do a little bit of airbrushing work. I think I'm going to do a little... Hold on one sec, folks. Alright. Oh, God. He scared me, folks. He scared me. He showed up from a place I was not expecting. Alright. I want to get a nice bit of darker skin tone, darker tone to the colors here. I'm going to use a little bit of Payne's Gray for this. Where are all my darn mixing? Have I gone through them already? Do I have more of them? Hello. Iterator NC, thank you for the follow. Hello, welcome. We got the follow notification. Nice. Alright, sorry, it's been a couple of days. I don't know where everything's at. Screwing with my brain. Found mixing cups. Touch of Payne's Gray. Touch of dark yellow green. A little bit of the glaze and wash medium. I'm gonna steal from James again. We're mixing it all up. Put a little bit of water in there. We got a nice little kind of like blue, green, gray. Well, 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 if it isn't Baby J. Who abandoned you? Panic bomb. I think you've got the wrong idea there, friend. Uh, Baby J's backing everybody again. Thank you, Game Delay. I appreciate you. What's up, Malev? How's it going? This guy is, in fact, in the Age of Angra. Called Danav. Man is ready to catch a fast pass or blast tools. What? TN Tribune. Yes, indeed. It's a little bit of both, Malev. He's ready for all angles of the fight. It is a Baby J exclusive day, at least so far. Doing a little bit of airbrush filtering here. Oh. You'll be on your best, worst behavior then? What's new about that? What's up, Romeo? How's it going? Absolutely nothing new. Well, I'm back. And it's exciting. Baby J, what's the best blue? Green. Haha, that's what you get. He's alive. Like a vacation or something. Indeed, yeah, a vacation happened and it was horrible. It was horrible in like the best of ways. It was a well enjoyed couple of extra days off. Definitely weird not coming to work in the middle of the week though. I have to admit. It was very bizarre. I'm so used to like waking up on Monday, taking a shower, getting ready for work, coming into work, and like sitting down at my desk and doing stuff. And on Monday, I was like, oh, right. I'm like not doing any of that today. That's interesting. So, had a little bit of fun with that. Whew. A little toasty in here today, folks. Hmm. Dark turquoise is pretty dark, boss. I agree. Dark turquoise is a great color. I very much enjoy dark turquoise a lot. It is really, really good. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, what Procryl reds would be good to paint Darth Maul's skin? For like the base coat and the highlights. Well, most of his skin is black. So you're just talking about doing all the basically the tattoos. Which I would do in like I think the last time I painted him, I used burnt umber. Or not burnt umber. Burnt red and then bold power red. And then you can use a little bit of like a you can mix a little bit of like a bright shadow flesh into some bold power red and it'll take you good places. Highlight with eclectic salmon, correct. Hi bud. How you doing? Very well, thank you. Good to have you back. Good to be back. It's one of those things that being on a long weekend away Definitely makes me miss being on stream with you guys. You knuckleheads. You silly gooses. You're a knuckle goose? What the heck? Silly geese? Silly gander? What? What is wrong with you people? What happened? Who turned you all into ducks while I was gone? I just got here, honk. Oh, you guys. Thanks for never changing. I'd be worried. You guys changed. Okay, so now we want to find a nice brighter color. Maybe grab a little bit of yellow, perhaps? Oh my gosh, you guys are hilarious. When's the next time he's going to take a gander at chat? I take a gander at chat whenever I'm feeling like taking a gander at chat. Thank you very much. You guys are really in for the innuendos today. So we're mixing up some pale yellow and some yellow green. Just puns as normal. Yeah, I guess I would be worried if you guys were not giving in any puns. If this was a punless chat day, I'd be kind of worried. But puns as normal is good. Happy good afternoon. What's up, Xpaxis? And hello again, Bakamaru. What do you mean? I love chat. Chat is always exceptional. I'm trying to put this into the highlights as best I can here. Shelbs. Plebs. Howdy to all the hobby homies. Miss Chat, just been swamped with work. Good to see you back. It's just. Oh my gosh, I need to hear about that as well, Papa Chicken. Oh my gosh, the quest for cowboy boots, full of personality. Oh, I love it. Shelby was burnt was getting excited about some cowboy boots. Oh my gosh, Papa Chicken, that'd be so funny. It's so mean. Here, I made you a thing, dump. This is more Babe J style. Indeed. Indeed. It would be more my style to just say, here you go, Shelby, and just dump it all into the pile of primer. Or just say, here's the thing that I'm finishing up, Shelby. What do you think? And just have them basically be done on my desk. And she goes, oh, that's so cool. I wanted to paint those. And then go, well, you have your chance. And then prime over them. Right in front of her. Great. All right, we're going in pure pale yellow. So I'm going really tight in with the airbrush here to try and get really bright reflections. Getting it out a little bit more with water, just so I can get a nice smooth. It was way too bright. So the plan here is that I'm going to filter over the top of this with some glazes to knock it back down. A little bit of tip dry going on here. Perfect. There we go. All right. I know this looks ridiculous, chat. Say I won't abandon Baby J, immediately have to abandon Baby J for work. Come on. You guys are so much fun today. All right. All right. Oh, one last thing. All right. What's up, Tavern Keeper Miniatures? How's it going? Having a little bit of fun. Going crazy with doing a little bit of underpainting on Devondra here. Been glazing a codpiece for the last hour. Nice. Been there, done that. Real question: what paint steps really cannot be done with the airbrush? I mean, definitely like edge highlights, right? There are some interesting ways that you can do edge highlights though, which is worth stating. So, let me actually grab a little bit of color here. I'll give you an example on a model. It's not quite the same, but it's pretty close. Similar sort of vein. Get this a little clean real quick so I can focus on giving a little bit of demonstration. So one of the ways that you can do sharp edge highlights, right? Grab a little bit more of this pale yellow. Actually mix this up with some water. So we're gonna grab this guy because he's a really big example. And let me grab a little bit of tape. So there are ways that you can do something like an edge highlight with with an airbrush, but you have to mask off a bunch of stuff, right? So it's not quite as sharp as a regular edge highlight would be, but it's a similar sort of effect. So if I wanted to edge highlight the top edge of this knee pad, what I would do is I would tape off the underside that I want to have dark. And then I would paint that part. And then you have a sharp line right there, right? And you could do the same sort of thing for a lot of different applications. So you could do like the edges of this armor, right? And now you've got a really nice sharp edge highlight there, right? So this is kind of the same idea, right? You're just using careful use of masking to create sharp lines where the edge only gets caught, right? You can do the same thing down here at the knee, right? Or the shin. You stick some paper underneath there. Oh, I ran out of paint. Right. So, nice little edge highlight, right? Oh, God. Ugh. I'm making a mess. This is why we can't have nice things, Jordan. I don't know about that. We can have nice things. Just slapping paint all over. I got distracted, okay? This looks cool. That was a good catch. that feeling when I ask a question, I distract the entire rest of the stream. Do new model. It's fine. I'm putting it away. It's gone. It's gone, but not forgotten. Oh god. But I did make a mess on the table. I surely did. Oh, I'm just making it worse too. Gotta love it. Definitely going to a work function after this too. Man, just love making a mess. Jason's gonna come in and he'll be like, "What the heck did you do?" Nothing. I didn't do anything. Don't know what you're talking about. Now that paint has been spilled, we can call this art. Indeed. It is now art. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do water, glaze wash medium, a lot of glaze wash medium actually. So we're making an airbrush filter. Some Christmas sushi? No. Christmas sushi is doing important things right now. But I will tell you, I do keep it close. I keep it right here just in case I need them. Not far away. Amazing. So now that we've established those bright brights, we're knocking it all back down with some glazing. So that's step one. We're gonna glaze it again. Yeah, game delay. I'm making a little bit of a mess. I'm aware. My hands are full of paint. You know, this is what happens when you leave me alone for 2 minutes and decide to do crazy, all sorts of weird stuff. What's up, Tadpole Jackson? How you doing? You leave Baby J alone for 2 minutes, and look what happens. You get a model, looks completely different. You got some craziness afoot, you know. Yeah, we just like to make it exciting, okay? Where is that color? There it is. How did you convince them to leave you unsupervised? Now, you see, what happened is I calculated the exact moment where a little bit of bright green and yellow green, glaze and wash, and a bunch of glaze and wash medium. More water. We get a nice thin this time. All right, so back to filtering. There we go. Slowly bringing it back, one step at a time. This is the right kind of hue. All right. We might be in the realm where we can just take it to regular glazes from now on. Because the goal is to bring it back to where I can just use regular glazes to finish it all up. And then do some edge highlights maybe. So that's done. This all out of the way. I'm going to this. Clean out the airbrush. The table kind of reminds me of that game Splatoon. What happened if I walk away for 5 minutes? Yup. Love the new gray hair tutorial. Perfect for my gang of Vance art. Awesome. Glad you love it. We just recorded a new one today that you guys are actually probably very familiar with if you're here in chat on a regular basis. As it was something that started from a tutorial on stream that we were like, you know what, this would make for a great short. So next week's short is going to be a really cool one. So maybe you guys did or did not catch it while we were doing it. It wasn't plaid. No, no, no. No, 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 Paint Liquor. No, indeed. How to paint plaid on a box. Wow, I'm glad to know that that was such a hit for you guys. How to paint shorts. Chocolate chip camo. Somebody knows. We might have done a little bit more camo. How to prime over a painted model. God, that would be awesome. I don't think a lot of people would understand the joke, though. People would just be like, what's happening? Why is this guy ruining a perfectly good model? And you guys would just be like, it's because he's Baby J. Hey, he just does that. April Fool's idea, though. I don't know. It's kind of hard to outdo our last April Fool's video, which was a stream thing. You guys thoroughly enjoyed that. I do know that very well. I don't know if I ask myself the same question, but I definitely go through times when I'm like, man, I really am not doing a good job painting this model. And then the answer becomes Jordan's got to figure out why the model looks bad and how he can fix it. Like this guy. Oh, I was all the way zoomed in. Oh, shucks. All right. So, we're going to do some edge highlights now. Edge highlights now. Man, you know what I started watching this weekend that I am thoroughly enjoying, by the way, you guys? I don't know if anybody's watched it yet, but the show Chaos on Netflix with Jeff Goldblum. Mm, now that is an entertaining bit of media. This is just water droplets on the back of some blonde doctor's hand. What? Oh no. Yeah, it's a great show. Definitely like very much Goldbloomy in a good way. Bringing the edge highlights back with that pale yellow we were talking about. Bring it back here. Definitely liking how this is building up a lot better than the previous workup. Oh, dang. One Piece update. You made it into Skypia. Okay. Seems to be a war going on, and the god was usurped by some bad guy with a giant sky laser cannon thing. Yep. You just learned that the Golden City isn't in the sea, it was shot up into the sky. Correct. Lots of interesting things going on. In the One Piece world. And the other thing is, once we get a little bit more of this done, we're going to punch up those edge highlights again. I'll show you guys a little bit on the front here what that's going to look like. Because we've been using a really kind of non-saturated version of the color, a little bit thinner, a little bit less opaque. These sharper highlights give us just a little bit more definition. Allow us to pull these all together. I'm leaving a little bit of that previous highlight before, just so that it still reads. Having a little bit of like a gradient for your edge highlights is really nice, because it gives you a little bit less of a sharp transition. Yeah, around 200 episodes down, 900 to go. I envy you watching the next two major arcs. Yeah, Paint Liquor, they're really good. Enies Lobby and Water 7. Great arcs. Lots of good character development. Some amazing things happening. Aloha, Source. How you doing? I agree. Skypia is important. It is, however, definitely a slog. That season is, or that arc rather, is pretty rough. Doing all the edge highlights still. Making silly gun noises. What's up, Jade? How you doing? Still painting the ribcage your face, I see. I went back and retooled the green a little bit. Felt like it needed a little bit more love. We're working really glazy today with these colors. Apparently it's quiet time stream. It's just me today. We might get a Jason here in a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. They all got meeting time. Jason said if he were able to make it, he wouldn't be here until probably 3:30. So, and he'd be hanging out in the comfy chairs. So we'll see what ends up happening. Jade, Chuck, how was your guys' weekend? / early week. You remembered him being more ivory? No, he's definitely green. It's all the sunlight on him that makes him feel less so. He's very avocado. Yep. Yeah, it's actually a really great color to describe him. It, her, I don't know. What's up, T Schmidt? Blue. No, I've been completely signed out for the last like 3 or 4 days, Jade. Do tell. Is this a Adventures in Not Machine Shops Jade edition? One of you guys caught himself on fire? What? How? Fabrication Shop edition. Yeah. What the heck? Yesterday. Oh my gosh. Is the guy okay? I hope so. A pretty dumb thing to do. Catch yourself on fire. Sounds like a not opportune thing to do with my day. That's insane. He's grinding out a weld using a cutoff wheel. No, okay. Sparks hit his shirt enough to create a hole. Then his polyblend t-shirt went up. Ugh. More common than you'd think. feel like I would do my best to make sure that it was as uncommon of an occurrence as possible. Okay. Whew. All the hedge highlights are coming together. Every welder I've known has caught on fire at least once. Jeez. In your 24 years of working, first time needing to fill out an injury report. Oh my gosh. It's annoying that you put in those lights. You don't want people seeing the stupidity on the floor. Like at a club, you keep the lights low on purpose. I'm just waiting for the plot, the pilot of Adventures in Law Firms. The problem is, all of those things, which I'm sure there are a lot of, are covered under confidentiality, I would assume, right? Can't just talk about it, right? I mean, I assume that there's tons of stories there. We could definitely talk about workplace issues, not about clients. Can you at least confirm, Game Delay, that you have lots of crazy stories that you could tell? Because I'm sure the answer is yes. Or, well, you have lots of crazy stories that you can't tell specifically. And I'm sorry to hear about your finger. Why did I read that in Michael Scott's voice? Oh my gosh. There's one guy years ago that went to the ER because he had a candle broken off of his butt. It was his birthday. He was back in the ER the next year. Oh no. Ooh. All right, Wad. See you later. Drunk birthday 2 stronger candle boogaloo. Oh my gosh, you guys. That truly is hilarious. What could possibly go wrong? Do you remember last year? Was would never happen again. Whoops. Sharpening up these edge highlights. Good. Do soft highlights on the inside edges. Can you really call it a birthday if you don't end up at the ER? Yes, Panic Bomb, you can. You 100% can. Fire Department Chronicles is good too. Oh man, I bet. Holy cow. Also, hello, Awkwardish. How are you doing? Yes, go ahead. Let's see here. Doing okay. It's a rough week because hard anniversary. I'm sorry to hear that. Lots of painting and lots of crochet. Nice. I am doing pretty well. This is my first day back after a nice long 4-day weekend, which was super fun. I had a good time with that. Definitely weird being out Monday and Tuesday. Very bizarre. Not coming into work for those days. Ooh, it's looking nice and sharp. And definition on all these little bits of detail. Nice. This will look so much better too once I re-establish all this orange behind it. It'll really pull it. Pull forward. Oh boy. Oh boy. Game. I feel like there are expectations and everything. Yeah, true. Nice. Nice. Bye, Awkwardish. We'll see you in a little bit. Or actually, you probably won't see us unless it's very quick. These shoulders have so much weird little bits of detail to them. They have this kind of like shadow, raised edge on the inside here. Really subtle.
Well, hang in there. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, it is.
It is a good afternoon. What's it doing there?
Window.
Yeah, that's a weird place for glass cleaner to be. Oh, fair enough. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Potentially?
Hi.
Hi.
I would like to order a cheeseburger with no onions and 1 slice of American cheese and 2 French fries.
Oh. I've missed this, Jason.
I only want 2 French fries.
Yeah, can I?
3
can I
would
get
be
a
1 too
cheeseburger?
many.
Can I just get 2 French fries, please?
I just want 2. I don't need you to go overboard and like give me a whole thing of French fries.
I just want 2.
I just want 2.
Yeah. I just want taste. I don't want to satisfy
This
myself.
producer cam makes my beard look damn sexy.
I mean, hard to make it look any sexier than it normally does.
That was the right answer.
You're damn right it was.
That was the right answer. I don't take care of my beard at all. I have the trashiest beard on the planet. So I'm usually astounded when it's like, hey, it looks...
Well, I think you have the benefit of a beard that the same way that I do. Mine just kind of grows in normally.
Well, it used to, but now it's all gray. And I don't know if you're not at the age where you know this yet, but it will happen, is that gray hairs don't play by the rules. They have their own set of rules.
I do have them.
They play by their own set of rules, especially the ones on your mustache that then try to become your nose hairs.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's great.
That's awesome.
That's great. Baby J gets to keep his job. Whoa.
He did fire me earlier.
Whoa. He's already been fired once today, but that was kind of a reactionary fire. I actually fired Gabe first.
Yeah. I came out and said good morning.
Yeah, Gabe got fired because Gabe was doing rando nonsense. And then Jordan came running, literally bouncing down the hallway saying, "Oh, let's see if I can get fired." That's what you said.
I did.
Yeah, he literally said, "Let's see if I can also get fired," after I fired Gabe. But for some reason, Gabe's still here, and so is Jordan. So that tells you how we stick to our guns.
To be fair, hobbies. I've been fired many times.
Many times, yes, many. We have told chat we're hiring about 5,000 times this year, and yet nobody's stepped forward to take the reins.
That's true.
Jade's like, "Oh, I apologize. I'm so sorry. I forgot. You do not have that power to keep him employed, Jade. Your efforts are admirable, though." This chair is
It is.
I feel like it does have, though, the ability to not
be a hunk of garbage.
No, not like. Doesn't it have the? It doesn't recline button. Oh yeah, right there. Like that's the worst thing. Like, why would you have this chair recline? It's horrible. Horrible. Anakin Skyhumper says, "Hire me. People Ovo my name. It's great for the public perceptions." Well, like when you work here, you don't just get to keep like your online name as your persona, right? Jade's like, "But I'm the Jade." Yes, you are. I know. I said it was admirable. You know we love you. Anakin Skyhumper doesn't. You don't get to stay Anakin Skyhumper. You get to become Alan or whatever your real name is, right?
Did you just pull that out?
Watch him go. Watch him go. What the? How did you know my name was Alan?
Out of thin air.
Yeah. No, you don't. You just become Alan. You become cool guy Alan, like new guy Phil. We toss another name at you, unless his real name is Anakin Skyhumper. Praise the parents, if that is true.
Well, 2 things. 1, wouldn't surprise me in this day and age.
Anakin says, but 2, my real name is so boring. Aren't they all? Aren't they all?
That's true.
They're all just made up words, so who cares?
That's true.
Anakin is better. I don't know. Is it, though? Is it, though? If your real name's like Ted, I would say that Ted is better than Anakin. I wonder how long, like, I bet there's kids out there whose name is Anakin.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. 100%.
It's like 3rd grade roll call is about to happen going, Anakin Smith. Anakin Smith,
I bet you
are you here?
Bunch that happened in the 70s.
Are you present, Anakin? No, because in the 70s, Anakin wasn't a part of it. It was Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. There was no Anakin in the 70s.
Oh, right. Okay, so
no.
that would have been
Anakin came up like a name. I think it might have been mentioned in Return of the Jedi or Empire Strikes Back or something.
Yeah, like later
or
on.
Maybe in Star Wars with Obi-Wan, but it was only like a brief. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Luke for sure. Or Han.
Yeah, by now 100% there are kids named Anakin, but it's like Anakin Taylor. It doesn't have the same impact, right? It's like, hi, Anakin. What's your name? Anakin Taylor. Anakin Washington.
Anakin Washington.
Now, Anakin Craze, I should adopt a kid.
That's actually not too bad.
I need to go adopt a kid.
I'm going to be honest, that's actually pretty good.
I'm going to put that on the bucket list. When you adopt a kid, do you just get to pick a new name, like a dog?
No,
No,
no.
they make you keep the old name.
I don't know.
Our dog's name was La Shorty.
Are you serious?
That's what they called her. Her name is La Shorty. That was on her adoption papers. I was like, how about no?
Yeah. How about no? Thank you.
How about La Shorty? Because she's short. And I was like, yeah, but I mean, we don't call everybody by what they look like, by their physical pronouncements. That would be horrible.
That would be very.
So now
awkward.
she's Cora. And she definitely likes Cora better. Does the adopted kid have to have your last name? Could give them a Skywalker surname as well?
I don't think they are required to. They
I think
certainly-
technically you could name them whatever you want. Please add adopt a child on the whiteboard.
Yeah. Hey, Gabe.
Can the company adopt a child? Is that thing? I think that corporations are legal entities now as people. They can vote. So shouldn't they be able to adopt kids?
Oh, I don't think so.
No? That could
Probably
only go
not.
bad, right?
Probably.
Okay, probably bad.
That probably like grazes up against some weird.
I'm not a
ownership
parent, but
boundaries.
Monument Hobbies is. Jen and I don't have a child, but Monument Hobbies does.
Well, hold on. Monument Hobbies already kind of has like 30 children,
That's true, too. Except none of them sleep here.
right?
Like, if we actually adopted a kid, you'd be like, okay, kid, check it out.
Hold
We
on.
all leave at 4.
Some of them
There's-
definitely do sleep here.
There's corn dogs in the freezer, but you can't move because there's also motion detectors. And the alarm is armed.
I've definitely seen
Figure it out.
people partaking of their lunches by napping.
This would be a good test for adopting a child. This is like the trial of trials for this kid. Like, hey, I know you were all happy and this seems really cool, but we need to give you all the details. The biggest detail being that food lies behind a wall of motion sensors and sirens and police officers.
Oh gosh.
Game delay. They can't vote, but they do have certain rights, like free speech for some reason. And money is speech. And this has had 0 negative consequences. Corporations have 1 vote, game delay. They definitely do. They definitely do. That was the something Registered Persons Act or whatever it was. Corporations are persons. And they have 1 vote exactly.
Interesting.
And it is horrible that that is the case.
Yeah, it seems weird to let corporations vote. Talk
Kind of
about-
brings back that whole really love their paints, just don't like their views on child marriage.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. I have no idea what that person was smoking. You would then have a young John Wick within a year, right? That's the trial of trials. That's like a life learning thing. That's like we would be raising like an absolute tremendous, like Harry Houdini type thing.
That's assuming that they have an aptitude for all of these things.
After adding it, please record Jen's reaction. If Jen went into marketing and looked at at Gabe's whiteboard, I don't know that that's the one that would get the biggest reaction, unfortunately.
That's
There's
funny
some
enough,
crazy stuff on the
that's
whiteboard.
Probably true.
There's some crazy stuff on the whiteboard.
Gabe just writes all sorts of stuff on there.
I think adopt a child would be kind of like a Easter egg one, though, right? It would be like the one that it's been there for a year and nobody from management has seen it.
I'm gonna make sure he puts it on the whiteboard.
Yeah.
Monument Hobbies needs to adopt a child.
By child, we mean cat or dog. Monument Hobbies could have well, we don't want another dog. It has a dog, right? If you can survive a year in the building, you officially pass the adoption test. I don't think this is how adoption works.
No.
You know,
I also feel like there's some rules against treating other human beings in that way.
so you know what is funny, and this I say funny. It's funny in a I don't know if I want to laugh at this kind of a way. There was a time as a single male, right, that I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready in the point of my life where I could actually do some good. I might look at like adopting a kid, and I went out and started asking around some friends in Fort Collins, Colorado, like, you know, hey, is this a possibility? Blah blah blah, and it was a resounding no. Don't even try. Was the response I got back from social workers and friends that were like, don't even try.
To adopt?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Jade, I don't think you had to like survive for a month on your own before the adoption became real, though. Did you? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I know a lot of people that were adopted. Believe it or not, in the executive group that I'm in here locally, there are a lot of entrepreneurs that were adopted. Like lots. Your brother ran into that? Yeah, as a single male, don't try to adopt. Is what I was. Is pretty much what I was told unofficially.
Okay, got it.
Do not try to adopt as a single male.
Why do they view it?
I just don't think the system is built for us.
That's fair.
You know, and you know that might be. I don't know that I can say that could be rightfully so. I think that there's probably a stigma around like why would a single male be looking to adopt anybody? But it still just seems weird to say it out loud, right? It's like everybody, if you're going to be able to adopt. Although I get that, like adoption, you know, you would hope would go to like a stable family unit.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, I would hope that that's the reason, not any sort of weird cultural weird things.
Tech Elf, yeah, we just put Easter eggs in all of the. I've heard people actually say that they do that in their corporate documents. They'll put funny little blurbs in there to see if any of the employees read the documents.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there are video game companies that, in the terms of service, have put amazing things in there. Like one of them I remember reading about was like, if you respond to this within 30 days, you have a chance to win $1 million, and nobody responded. Yeah, and they literally had a legal deal where they were going to give away $1 million to somebody if they did it, and nobody read the terms of service and submitted that, I don't think. Yeah, crazy stuff, you know, like in those legal documents where they put stuff like that. That's like, hey, did you read the terms of service? I agreed to it. Never read it, because if you'd read it, there was a peanut butter sandwich in it for you.
I mean, I guarantee you that nobody reads those things. Or the vast majority of people certainly don't.
Oh, yeah, Papa Chicken. Adoption's a super heavy topic. Yep. Always is. Right? Always is. The courtship of Eddie's father. What is that?
Oh.
I didn't have to ask if I was adopted, because if you look at my biological father, we are like the spitting image of one another.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I definitely.
Yeah, there is no denying whose son I am when you look at that man. Like when I went to town, I hadn't seen my dad in like 20 years. And my family down there convinced me when I was going through Dallas, Texas once on one of my motorcycles I built to stop and have dinner with them all, and my dad would be there. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come by. So we went out to a restaurant and had dinner, and when I walked in, I was late, you know, and I walk in and everybody's sitting at the table, and all my aunts burst out in tears because they hadn't seen me in 20 years. Yeah. And now I was literally the spitting image of my dad. Like I walked in and it was like twins, you know. He was just a little older, so it's pretty funny.
Yeah,
Does that mean Chuck adopted you by marriage? Technically, yes. Technically, it's not written in those terms, but yes. Jen adopted me. I was cold and shaking on a street corner. And Jen brought this lost puppy in from the cold. Still regrets it to this day. Still regrets. She smiles when she says she doesn't regret it, so she's got the acting down to a T. But, oh yeah. Yeah, she regrets. Oh, a TV show from the 70s? Oh, wow. I don't know I've ever remembered. The Courtship of Eddie's Father. How funny. He chose you knowing full well how broken and weird you are. You guys get along great, so maybe that's just the public face you wear, but you guys seem great together. So I'm glad you broken and weird people found each other. I feel like, in honesty, we're all kind of broken and weird in our own ways, and the best part in life is when you get to find somebody who understands your version of broken and weird or your version of crazy, and they get along with it. Isn't that great?
Mm-hmm.
Finding those people really feels different.
True.
You know, and you know it. Because you'll go through life being like, I've just never really found my place. And then you find a group of weirdos, and you're like, oh, dude, these are my people.
Yep. Yep.
I was so malnourished, I could barely hold a brush. No brush control because my hands were shaking so much. Jen is the true savior, the hobby savior.
The hobby savior.
Chuck says he's busted too. Like I said, we're all broken. We're just our own kind of broken. Our own kind of crazy is what Jen and I say. And our kind of crazy's just kind of meshed okay. Sometimes you just fit. That's why you got to be careful when you're making your bucket list of things you like. You know, I've had people, like, when they're dating, make those lists of here's what I won't put up with. And they make a big, long list of red flags. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, wow, you just maybe aced out your opportunity to find your kind of crazy.
Yeah. Because you never know.
Always go into
Somebody
it.
change your mind.
Don't. I call it the negative sell. Try not to negative sell yourself or your life, and always go into it with what you prefer, and not judging on what you dislike. You know, I always talk about like I don't like Kuma's Corner, the hamburger restaurant in at Adepticon, because they have a big sign as soon as you walk in the door that says "Don't," and it has like 17 things on it that you shouldn't do at Kuma's Corner. There's not a single positive thing on that sign. I get the intent by saying "Don't be a douchebag."
Yeah.
Is like only cool people allowed.
Sure.
But why didn't you write only cool people allowed?
Yeah.
Because it has such a better ring than don't be a douchebag. Because as soon as I walk into your place and it says, don't be this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that, I'm like, nah, I don't like this place. This place is negativity from the get-go.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like it. Don't sell your product by saying, don't ever have to blah, 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 unless you're being completely funny, you know. Didn't Dr. Seuss say something like everyone is weird? You have to find someone whose weird matches yours and fall into a mutual weird called love. I love it. I hope he did because I want to believe that that's it. I know that nothing I'm saying here is original. Find your kind of crazy and latch onto it like crazy people do. It's just, okay, let me back up. You should probably make sure that you are their kind of crazy as well.
I think you
because finding your kind of crazy and latching on, there's date lines about that.
Yes.
You have to complete the relationship story. It has to be bidirectional,
Yep.
right? You can't just latch on to rando people. It's like, I love you.
Like,
I love
don't
you.
please go away now.
That's called stalking. The key word is mutual. Yes, exactly.
They got a lot. They got
It's
a lot
called
of words
mutual.
For it. It's all kinds of weird.
Don't be that person. Do not let me catch interview on a Dateline episode, chat, unless you're the one being interviewed that's like, oh, they really lit up a room. Because there's always that person being interviewed during the Dateline episodes. It's like, I don't know why this would happen. They really lit up a room. Never said a bad thing in their entire life. Was a wonderful person and lit up a room. I think they pay people for that. I want that job. I could say that.
And then murdered.
I could spin doctor the best of people, right? I could be like, yeah, he was great. Never a bad moment with him. Lit up a room.
Lit up a room.
Jen's talk with us is always that, hey, be careful and never light up a room. Because those people get Dateline episodes. You get killed and wind up on a Dateline episode. You get killed by somebody close to you, an ex or current relation, and then everybody tells everybody how you lit up a room. So if you avoid lighting up rooms, I feel like your chances of being on Dateline, on the wrong end of Dateline, are much slimmer.
What you're saying is, if somebody tells me that I light up a room, I need to leave.
I sleep with one eye. Sleep with one eye open, buddy.
And yes.
Yes. Yeah. Sleep with one eye open.
I think we can do that.
Slayer Street, take it easy.
Bye, Slayer Street.
Two serial killers keep each other sharp to avoid becoming a victim. That's like that one that's like a guy got in my car and he says, the hitchhiker that I picked up was asking me when we were driving down the road, like, why'd you pick me up? How do you know I'm not a serial killer? And I'm like, ha ha, the chance of there being two serial killers in one car is phenomenally small.
That's awesome. And if not, you're my kind of people.
Yeah, Papa Chicken smiled that lit up a room. Can't imagine why anyone would want to kill him. I don't even know this ever happened. Yeah, exactly. The things that they don't show on Dateline are what that person did, like really did in their spare time. You know? 18 love triangles active at one time. When you light up the room, you become an attractive target. It's like moths to the light, right? The person you remember is the one that lit up the room. It's the sad truth. It's like, walk around low key, man. Stay under the radar. Bringing gloom and darkness everywhere I go means I'm safe to be around. Jade, you are so full of it. Okay, so how would you describe Jade? You've met Jade enough times. How would you describe Jade? Doom and gloom?
No.
No.
Not even remotely.
Like bouncy, buoyant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. For somebody that only wears black, you're pretty colorful.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, don't let Chuck and Jade fool you, chat. Tech Elf, make sure to wear your Hobby Nerd shirt when being interviewed for Dateline. Oh, that would be perfect. I'm down now. Monument logo, I'm all M'd up at my Dateline episode. I don't want to be on Dateline as the interviewee because it means that somebody I know is no longer with us. Unless they're paying me to talk about people I don't know.
In which case, sure.
At which point, yes. Angry introvert is the way to go. Not a pushover, but also not fun at parties. I think you just described like all of us in chat.
Yeah, probably.
I'm in this picture and I don't like it. Killing is my hobby. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Painting. War dollies is our hobby.
Yep. The only hobby we're allowed to have, folks.
Game delay. Jade would be an excellent Maleficent. Yeah, exactly. Like, why am I the bad guy? That doesn't make sense. Because you have the devil wings and dress in black, but you're the nicest person in the movie. You really light up a room.
It's true. You really light up a room. Oh, no. Run.
Uh-oh.
Run.
You did not just say that. To 99.99% of the world, I'm not even a comment on the internet, says Papa Chicken. For that 0.01%, I have to be very careful to make sure I make a positive impact. I would say everyone in this chat has had at least some small positive impact on your life. Papa Chicken, that's awesome, right? You know what I love about the community around painting, not just the one in our stream, but just in general, is that you get to meet people that can influence you in positive ways that you didn't even think of going in, right? Because you're just like, you know what? I left feeling like this was time well spent from the interactions I get. We're going out to deal tonight, right? We're going to Mock's Boarding House. If you know Mock's Boarding House, it's a really cool nerd store, board games, card games, war games, and a restaurant. And they are opening up here in Chandler, Arizona. And so they have invited us. They carry our products, and they've invited us out to do the stress testing on their restaurant. So they're loading the place up and running the restaurant through its full order process. And we're going to go have fun and eat and drink at Mock's Boarding House tonight. And I guarantee I will leave feeling like that was time well spent.
Oh, 100%.
The only thing I'm not looking forward to is it's a hell of a haul.
It's a bit, yeah.
Like, it's a bit of a drive from here.
But think about what a cool thing to be able to do, like, right before you leave on your trip. It's kind of like a cool thing to do before you leave.
You mean instead of packing?
Well, yes.
My flight's not super early tomorrow, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah.
Well, yes.
This week has been crazy for me, and so it really is one of those where I feel like getting on the airplane in the morning is when I get to breathe.
Yeah.
You know? And then I get there and I have like an hour and a half Uber to the hotel.
What?
Oh my God, the place that the competition in is not close to the airport.
It's an hour.
It's not, probably not, depending on traffic, because I get there at rush hour, so yeah, it's gonna be bad. Well, I get it at 3:45, so by the time I get an Uber and get out headed that way, it's all the northbound traffic because it's north of town in the suburbs. It's in a place called Allen. So Allen, Texas, is like where you went hunting for deer when I was a kid. Now it's like a city, you know. Tech Elf, the feeling I get from this group is the same I get from teaching and doing theater, making a positive change. Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, I love communities that just in general get to kind of put you in that sense. You know, this isn't really like meant to be like kumbaya drum circle type nonsense, but I really do feel like, you know, there is positivity to be had in the world of the hobby easily for all walks of life. You know, some hobbies you get into and you have to be a particular kind of person or feel pressured to be a particular way. You know, motorcycling for me, you were kind of always pressured to be a tough guy. And that pressure is just peer pressure. Nobody was saying be a tough guy or die. You know, it was just like you felt like you had to walk the walk, talk the talk a lot of times. And sometimes you did it naturally. And sometimes you're just like, can we just get over this BS and have fun? And this one, though, I feel like the hobby for nerddom has by and large always been since my youth when I had, you know, graybeards like myself telling me how to paint way back. And that it's always been more inviting. And it's been all walks of life, all types of people doing all types of things. And I think that really broadens the spectrum of being able to be introduced to new things that feel good. Because it'd be coming from somebody that you never would have hung out with otherwise, you know?
I definitely have met some very amazingly cool people.
Paint Liquor says, I tolerate all of you in a very positive sense. The best type of tolerance. You like to think we're all a little bit Bobby from King of the Hill? That's my purse. I don't know you. I don't know the reference, but I'm with you. I'm gonna say yes.
I don't know the reference.
I think King of the Hill was about Garland, Texas, and I know exactly that area. Awkward says, we love you too, Paint Liquor. Oh, Papa Chicken quit.
You guys are awesome. Never change.
Except for you.
What?
Except for that one guy in the back.
Oh, so you're talking about me. I was like, you want me to change?
Baby J can't go changing. You're not allowed to change.
Like, what would happen if I came in and I was just this dreary, like, pessimistic person all the time? It'd be weird, wouldn't it? Can you imagine?
That wouldn't last.
Jason, it's going to rain tomorrow, and it's going to thunderstorm, and it's going to be awful.
And I hope you have a horrible day.
I hope you have a horrible day.
I hope you have a gray, cloudy day. That's very Baby J right there. Chuck says, I was wondering about which cool game shop to drop into when we visit Phoenix. There's a lot.
There's so many.
You could have, like, there could be, like, a cool game store tour here. Because you could literally hit like all four corners and the central part of the city, and there's a good game store in each of those locations. It's far enough apart to feel like it has its own community of people. People will travel around for events, but each one of those stores has its own personality and its own community feel, which is really neat. In this kind of central area, we have Funkatronic Rex, and Funkatronic Rex has its own vibe. And then in the northwest, we have Imperial Outpost, and Imperial Outpost has been around. It's the longest standing game store in the valley, I believe, for war games. It has its own vibe, and those guys are great. It has that kind of old school, a little bit of everything in it. It's a neat place. And it's basically was like one little strip mall store that then took the one next to it and the one next to it and the one next to it. And now it's like 4 strip mall stores with big areas in between them. So it's pretty big. It's grown over the years, been around a long time. And then, northeast is Old World Games.
Old World, yep.
Right. Out further west is Tabletop Gamers. And then, of course, Mox Boarding House is the southeast-ish, kind of just south.
There's Gamers Guild, and then there's...
Mid is Gamers Guild, another mid-town or mid-south. I guess Funkatronic is mid-north, and Gamers Guild is mid-south.
Although Gamers Guild also has a new store coming.
And then there's... I
don't know where that is, though.
Desert Games.
Oh, yeah?
Which is part of the Old World family, I guess.
It is now, yeah.
And there used to be a lot more out that way. Desert Sky and a lot of different game stores that have all kind of been eaten up. Kingtone says, any plans on releasing new texture trainers that emphasize skin? Yes. As a matter of fact, I was dreaming up the next one last night. So I hope to get some sketches off to the sculptor and character design artist when I get back from my trip. I'm thinking that for skin, I might do an orc. I have a really good concept for a fun texture trainer orc. Or orcish brute that could be sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
Do it
sci-fi?
Do it more Mad Max orcish brute,
Ooh,
you know? Is my thought process that I came up with last night. So we'll see how it goes. Explorers Emporium, Too Far East. I don't know this name. Is that here locally?
That sounds familiar, actually.
I don't know this. I like the name, though. Do they carry our stuff?
If not, they should.
There used to be a time where I knew every store that carried our stuff. I can't count as high as stores we have now, so
yeah,
that's very tough. We
that's
like
a
you
lot.
too. Thank you for the follow. In
There's
Apache Junction. That's not too far east. My storage facility is out in Apache Junction. I might try to stop by next time I'm out that way. Bow, 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 bow. Female skin, maybe? Kingtone? We could do female skin. One of the other ones that I was planning on doing was a zombie. And it was going to be a female zombie. And that was really to focus on dead flesh and like guts and that organic side of body parts. So that would be kind of cool. Tavern Keeper, what is going on? Paint Liquor, you're out there, towards Apache Junction. So yeah, we could do something like that. I don't want to do too many of the texture trainers that emphasize sort of the same exact things, you know. Awkwardish says, Jason Jordan, which texture trainer would y'all like to see you paint first? You're having problems deciding which to do next month? Oh boy, that's so hard. because every time we release a new one, it becomes my favorite. Right now, I really dig the salamander, but they're all fantastic. I'm always like, which one speaks to you the most? Because the crone is amazing, the warrior and the hunter, great. So I think it's pick. If you want us to pick for you because you're having the same hard time, then I would say eeny, meeny, miny, crone.
That's what I was going to say. So Crone.
Crone.
Jason eeny minied into Crone, and I was going to pick Crone. So the Crone.
Jade says, so what will it take to get a tour when we're in town? A tour of what? All the game stores? Dude, it won't take much. If you're here over a weekend, I'll go hang out with you for a day.
That sounds awesome.
We'll go have some. I'll take you to all the food joints. We can start with a good breakfast at First Watch, and then we can go hit some game stores, and then we can go out to a good lunch at what's good local lunch that's really only Phoenix?
Hello?
All the Mexican places.
Los Dos?
Well, we go to Los Dos for dinner.
Oh.
We finish at Los Dos.
The
The Italian joint.
Oh, the lunch one?
No, the place by Los Dos. I never can remember its name.
Oh, Oregano's?
Oregano's.
I feel like there's some other cool places that we could go to. Is Oregano's just a Arizona only
I think so.
chain? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. This is good. I like Oregano's a lot.
Where are you doing an autograph signing in Dallas, Law Dog? It's in Allen, Texas, and I'm the guest judge and primary sponsor for the Champions Cup, which is a Warhammer 40K team event that happens starting Friday. Technically tomorrow, everybody will be there, so I'll be flying into Dallas tomorrow, going up to Allen at some Marriott in Allen, Texas. And it's nearly 500 people. It's 60 teams with 8 people a team. I think they said that they're planning on it being like 54 teams because they always assume people will drop and not show, but it could be up to 60 teams that have registered, plus all the coaches that come, and then there will be spectators that come along with the team. So I know a lot of the big streamers, and I think Vanguard Tactics from the UK and some European teams are coming over. So it's a big deal. It's the biggest of its kind, right? An 8-man team tournament, and it's the first time that I will be judging a painting competition that is based on team performance, not individual performance.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, so we have to figure out how we're going to judge the teams as either individuals and then add the scores, or if I'm going to collate the scores by team. I haven't figured all that out.
It's gonna suck when
I'll wing it.
It's gonna suck when somebody kills it and the rest of their team is just like didn't try very hard.
Hey man,
That's
you
gonna
gotta lift everybody up.
Yeah.
You gotta tone down the best painter in the group to lift everybody up along with you, or just have him paint all your models. There you go.
Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious.
Eeny, meeny, miny, crone. It's a really good rhyme, yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, crow.
Plan to be in town here in Arizona for a week? We'll show you all the good stuff.
What? Oh my god, you got plenty of time to get. Oh gosh. Okay.
Tech Elf, take it easy.
Bye, Tech Elf. We probably should close up here soon.
Oh yeah, we got to. We have to
we
go
gotta
to.
be there
We have
at
to be at this place sometime between 5 and 6, and traffic's gonna take us an hour to get there. So, ta-da! Ironwood is where my storage facility is. Ta-da! In Apache Junction. But anyway, yeah. So if you are in, this will be the last time you see me until September 30th, chat. I am going to try to remember. I am horrible at these things, so please don't hold it against me if I don't. But I'm going to try to remember to take some photos of my journeys and post them up in Discord.
Great.
So I go to Dallas for the Champions Cup, and then I'm on a business conference in Denver, Colorado, starting next week. So from Monday night through Thursday night next week, I'll be in Denver. So you won't be able to meet me in Denver anywhere, unfortunately, because I'm fully booked the whole entire time that I'm there. But in Dallas, if you want to stop by the Champions Cup, if you're in the North Texas area, it's in Allen. Check the Frontline Gaming Facebook site. They have a link and links up to the competition, but it's at some Marriott in Allen, Texas. Anyway, if you want to come out, just show up. There's a tournament going on from Friday morning through Sunday. I think they do the finals on Sunday and announce all the winners and all that stuff. We're hosting a big happy hour on Friday night, so it should be a lot of fun. But
Cool.
Be fun. I'll be there. I will have challenge coins. I'll be passing out challenge coins to cool armies, and then I'll be judging everybody. I will be judging with contempt everybody's armies. The judge of contempt. So we'll be having a lot of fun. I was thinking I was going to get to hang out with some of my childhood friends when I was in Dallas, and then I realized technically that's not Dallas. That's a long way away. So I'm not going to make everybody drive out to see me. But if you're up in that area, it is a long way. So, but thank you so much for hanging out with us. I will miss you. Join our Discord. Here, let me type all this stuff in here. You'll be stuck with Baby J.
Hi. I'm back.
You'll be stuck with Baby J.
Just me and a little bit of Jen.
And but there you go. Hit that Discord link. If you're not a member of our Discord already, we've got nearly 5,000 amazing artists just like you guys for inspiration and hanging out with. We'd love to see you over there. And you might get to catch some pictures of Jason in the wild over the next 10 days when I'm not here. Just give you your daily dose. It'll make me feel like I'm still part of something cool instead of just traveling the world as a rando. And then store. Last but not least, check out monumenthobbies.com. You can buy yourself some Pro Acryl or Pro Series brushes and paint like Baby J. All you need to do to paint like Baby J is literally buy the product. Like, what you don't know, this man can't paint. If we were to do and put you on video with colors other than Pro Acryl, oh my God, it's horrible.
Yeah, it's like if I'm using anything but Pro Acryl, doesn't work.
Horrible.
Doesn't
horrible.
Work. It's just, Pro Acryl makes it work.
Somebody's gonna clip that and be like, false advertising.
Yeah. Jason said it. Jordan agreed.
False advertising. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. Remember, we do this stream 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time here in Phoenix, Arizona. And you should come back many times and bug the hell out of Baby J and Jen. They will be here holding the show down while I'm gone. And I will see you back here. I think I'll be live Monday, September 30th. Yeah, that's the 30th. So I will catch one more September day before October. Yes!
And then I think I leave literally the next day.
I think you do, because then Baby J leaves as soon as I get back. He goes to Germany for Essen, and then Jen leaves. Yep. So we're like passing in the night, ships passing in the night.
On the bright side, though, I think that's all we have planned for the rest of the year. It's gonna be quiet.
Oh my God, will we not have to travel anymore?
Until January.
That seems insane.
It all starts over again.
All right, gang. Hang tight. We'll find somebody to raid, show love in the chat we wind up in, and we will catch you on the flip side.
Bye,
Adios.
everyone.